Hello there, boys and girls of the Minecraft universe. CenturyNet here with another news update on the channel. And today we're going to be talking about all of the changes that they've made to existing blocks in 1.16, the Nether update of Minecraft. So this is great. This information is all out there on the wiki, so it's going to be a little reedy, but when I was going through and I was getting ready for this video, I found something major. They changed something. A lot of the big YouTubers have seen it, and they've mentioned it in their videos, but there's been speculation as to whether or not they did it on purpose. They did it on purpose. Mojang is changing the game in a very fundamental way, and it's going to impact every last one of us. Let's go ahead and dive right into this. All right, so let's get the readiness out of the way. I'm making up words again. So first up, we have beacons. Beacon colors can now be mixed with several different colors of stained glass to get a different color out of the top. That's really cool. The other cool thing is netherite blocks, like I said in the block video that I did for the 1.16 update. You can now use the netherite blocks to build that pyramid that's underneath your beacon, and you can feed it with netherite ingots. Before, it just used to be iron and gold and that kind of stuff, but now you can use netherite ingots for that too. Seems expensive, but it's another option that we have. Bees Nest, they now will generate in regular forest, wooded hills, and in birch forest biomes. So that's pretty cool. Conduits now give power to players in the rain. So that's another nice change that they've made to the game. Dispensers, you no longer need a fully repaired bow to create a dispenser. Finally, thank you, we love it. Flower pots, you can now remove the items that you planted in a flower pot by tapping or clicking on it. And here's one of my favorite changes. Fence gates, pumpkins, and jack-o'-lanterns, you don't need a block under them to place them anymore. So now if you're trying to create a slime farm and you're using something like a pumpkin to light the floor, you can just place it on the block that's right next to it without having to put something under it. I wish I'd had that for 4-pillar survival, but I didn't. They have also made some changes to sounds. The sounds for honey blocks, honeycomb blocks, netherrack, nether brick, nether quartz ore, bone block, netherwort block, and soul sand have all been changed. Iron bars, their icon in the inventory now matches what we have in the Java edition, so that's one of the parity changes they've made. The jigsaw block, they have changed the texture. It now actually does something. I will cover that in a later video because there's all kinds of stuff there, but not everybody's going to use it. And you can get it by using the give command. Mushrooms, they changed brown and red mushrooms to now be called brown mushroom and red mushroom respectively. Mushroom blocks have now been named brown mushroom block, red mushroom block, and the stems also have a name as well, mushroom stem. And the variant of pores is still named mushroom. Observers, they no longer emit a redstone signal when placed. That was driving a lot of people crazy. You'd build up this redstone contraption, you throw your observer down and the whole thing would fire. I saw that with my sugarcane farm that I put out last week. Yep, I was getting hit in the head with pistons. Saplings, oak and birch saplings that are grown within 2 blocks of a flower on the same Y level have a 5% chance to have a bee's nest. This is great. Think skyblock, ladies and gentlemen. We now have a legit chance without having to, put them in chests and that kind of stuff. We now have a legit chance to get a bee's nest in the sky. All right, guys, so smithing tables, they now have functionality, finally, and they are used to upgrade diamond tools. Structure blocks, they are no longer only available behind experimental gameplay. This is epic. If you can do stuff like work with structure blocks without being in experimental gameplay, that is a wonderful thing for everybody that uses that kind of feature. Shulker boxes, you can undie them in a cauldron, and walls no longer have gaps when they're stacked vertically. All right, and items, they made a change where now all the items, like when you're breaking something or like when a sapling falls from a tree, they now transform into a 3D model and they'll start spinning. Mobs can now pick up armor and items. They have increased the spawn rate of iron golems. They don't quite match Java. That mechanic is still really different, but I am happy that they went ahead and increased the spawn rates. They have changed the dialogue, and changeable skins have been added for NPCs, so your villagers and all those good guys. Passive mobs like llamas, horses, turtles, polar bears, rabbits can now spawn only on specific blocks, such as grass blocks. Bug that has been in the game for a long time. If you guys have watched any of the Sky series that I do, it's pretty annoying to see those guys spawning on things like cobblestone when they're not supposed to. Pufferfish now have semi-puff when a player approaches before they fully puff when a player is close. They have improved the spawn rate for squids, and cured zombie villagers now offer a trading discount when they are converted over to villagers. Vindicators now are hostile if spawned from a mansion. Wolves now spawn in forest and giant tree taiga biomes. Endermen can no longer pick up netherrack, but can now pick up some of the newly added blocks. We're gonna have to look and figure out what those newly added blocks are. And trees, large spruce trees now transform nearby grass blocks into podzol when they grow. That is a great feature. They've been talking about that, and I've seen it in Java, but we did not have it in Bedrock, so I'm really excited to see that. And now we're gonna get to the one you guys have all been waiting for. All right, I made this really big so you guys can all see it way up there on the top of the screen. Here I am trying to grab it. The camera doesn't quite go that high. So under the general section, they have rearranged the distribution of underground ore and stone clusters. So some people have been doing side-by-side comparisons of a 1.14 world and a 1.16 world, and they've been noticing ores are in different places. There's gravel in different places. Blocks are in different places. They did it on purpose. Some people have been speculating that it was just something that kind of happened when they were reworking 1.16. This was intentional. They are fundamentally changing the world generation. I have no idea what they're up to, but I wanted to make sure I showed you guys that. And if you guys think I'm making this up, look down in the description. There's a link to the 1.16 wiki. This is official. Guys, this is a real thing. Now, also under general, we have Blackstone and Gravel patch now generate in small patch under lava sea layer in all nether biomes. So for you adventurous people that like to swim under lava, have at it. I'm not one of those guys. Soul Sand now generates in small patch under lava sea layer in Soul Sand Valley. Those are the changes I want to go over today. There are some other ones like particles and explosions and add-on stuff. I might do an episode just on add-ons, but I'm not ready to do that just yet. And here's a big one. I can't believe I almost skipped over this one. Explosions now deal damage in water. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what I wanted to go over today. If you guys like this episode, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. Great channel. I've got the best fans ever, and I would be really honored and happy to have you as a subscriber. And to those of you that are already subbed, thank you so much for all of your support. We're nearing 1,000 subs, and I really, really, really appreciate it. Guys, stop getting mushy on me. I'll see you guys in the next one. This is CentraNet, and I'm out.